guess I probably should have taken it out of my Sephora bag. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is, you guessed it, Foundation Frenzy! Yes! I really should probably stop being a freak. Yeah, as I stated before, I called it Foundation Frenzy because there's so many foundations out there and so many foundations being released. It is just so hard to keep up with them all. So I decided that I would call this, instead of Foundation Friday, Foundation Frenzy. But if you like Foundation Friday, let me know. I can change it back, it's no big deal. Today we are going to be reviewing the Fenty foundation. This is the Pro Filt'R Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I do have the matte, the soft matte that I had tried before, and I've tried this several times. And I didn't like it. Hey, editing Raina here. What I am trying to spit out is that the Foundation Pro Filt'R soft matte one that I had originally was shade 130, and it was way too yellow for me, and that could be why it didn't look good and made me look like the Crypt Keeper. Now we are going to go back to my long-winded rant or explanation of the foundation. I apologize now. It was not working for me. It made me look old and like the Crypt Keeper. Yeah. I don't know if it was because the color is off, because when I tried this the other day, I sent a picture to my friend and she's like, that's yellow. So I tried it, it was yellow. When it rubbed off, you could tell it was really, really yellow, and I don't seem to be yellow, I seem to be more pink. So that could be why this one didn't work. So I also have the soft matte to try as well. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in one video or if I'm going to do it in two videos. I might do two videos. The only thing is that I did not get the soft matte primer, which I didn't want because I am kind of dry, so I'm just going to use the hydrating primer with this, and maybe that'll help work it too. But anyway, let's get into the information for the primer. The primer is $32. It's soft silk is the color, I guess. I don't think they have colors. Primers normally don't, but there are some tinted primers. This one does not. So this is the bottle that it comes in. It is glass. It's frosted. It has the distinguishable Fenty foundation smell, the perfumey smell. Hopefully it goes away like the primer does. Now with this, it is $32 and you get 1.08 ounces, which is 32 ml. It's 100% cruelty-free, as Fenty Beauty is 100% cruelty-free. This is a lightweight, hydrating makeup primer for normal to dry skin that instantly nourishes with a silky smooth formula that keeps skin comfortable all day while improving and extending foundation wear. So we'll see if this works. I'm beginning to think that primers are just a farce. I mean, most of the primers that I try they don't work well with any foundation I wear. The only one that I've tried recently that I've used is the Touch and Soul Primer Essence, and it doesn't really do anything that I can see. I mean, I don't see. I tried it half and half with the foundation reviews before. I'll link one of those down below, and I'll put the card right here. And I didn't see a dramatic difference. So anyway, let me know what you think on primers. Okay, so let's get into the information for the Fenty Pro Filt'R Hydrating Longwear Foundation. This is $35 and it comes in 50 shades. I have shade 120. The shade that I had before in the Pro Filt'R Matte was 130, and that was because I got matched at Sephora, so I would just match yourself. If you have a really good foundation that matches you exactly, Sephora also has a shade finder on their app where it either finds you the exact or something close, and then you can go from there. So anyway, just a little tidbit. It says if you don't know your shade number, start with your shade range, light, medium, tan, or deep, then narrow down your skin's undertone, and then for more help you can use the Fenty shade finder. So this is a first of its kind hydrating longwear foundation that delivers it all with comfortable medium to full coverage, serious staying power, and a natural finish perfect for normal to dry skin, all in a groundbreaking range of 50 shades. Now this one does come in a tube, whereas the soft matte comes in a frosted glass bottle. So I'm not sure why they did that. I don't know, but I'm not worried about it. This is what we're here to try. I also did pick up the 120 shade in the soft matte because I wanted to kind of compare the colors together to see if they match. So if they do, I will insert it here. Even if they don't, I'm gonna insert it here. You'll see part of the video. But I'm not sure if I want to do both in the same video or if I want to just keep it strictly to this and do a separate video with this. Just let me know. You can't let me know because you're watching this right now. Anyway, we're gonna get into this foundation. I'm gonna do like I do every time with the 3-day wear. I'm gonna do just the foundation today, no setting, no nothing, because I believe that you don't have to set this, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know that you don't have to set the soft matte, but this one, not 100% sure. So we will see if this actually lives up to what it says. So I'm going to prime half of my face. I'm not going to use too much. I wonder if you're supposed to rub it in or pat it. I know there are some primers that you're supposed to pat. I don't know. Maybe I should have looked it up. Okay, it says apply 1 to 2 pumps starting at the center of your face and blending outward for the ultimate first step to Fenty face. Follow with Pro Filt'R's Hydrating Longwear Foundation for a natural finish, or Pro Filt'R's Soft Matte Longwear Foundation for a soft matte finish. So you can use it with both, which is good. So that is great. Now we're going to get into the Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Okay, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, this may not be the primer or the foundation for you. I do know that the scent does dissipate throughout the day. I don't know how long it takes. I mean, I can still smell it, but I just put it on. It's been a few minutes. I had to walk away for a minute and do something, but it's been about 5 minutes and I can still smell it on my hand, so just keep that in mind. All right, now that my hair is up, let's get into this foundation. Okay, to use massage tube if needed. What? I don't understand what that means. But okay, let's massage the tube. Pump and squeeze simultaneously to relieve air. Okay. And apply 1 to 2 pumps on the back of your hand using the full-bodied foundation brush 110 or Kabuki Buff foundation brush, which I do not have. I have my sponge. So I love this sponge. I haven't had an issue putting on foundation with it. It always puts foundation on great. So it says, for medium customizable coverage, apply 1 pump on the back of your hand using a damp precision makeup sponge 100. Begin applying product to the center of your face and wherever coverage is desired. All right, so let's okay, so that looks like about 1 pump. I'm just gonna dot it all over like I always do. I honestly feel I'm gonna need more than 1 pump. Because I don't know if that was a full pump or not. Let's go back into it. Another, whatever that is, amount. It is light coverage with the sponge. This color looks so much better. It looks like my real skin. Fenty, I see what you did there. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with another pump in certain places just to give it a little bit more coverage. See, I don't even know if that's a real full pump, because it says squeeze the air out. I'm so confused.
"24 hours later."
Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like, and I think I've used about 2 or 3 pumps. I couldn't tell you just because this pumped out a little bit weird. I'm just gonna have to figure that out. Again, this is the 120, and as you can tell, it's a really good match. I mean, it looks almost just like my ABH foundation, so. Oh. Yes, I love you. I love you so much. Yes, I do. She's looking at me like, put me down, you psycho. This is my little Jessie. She come to say hi. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot you in real quick so you can get a close-up of it. But before I do that, it is 10:36. I remembered this time. So let me scoot you in now. Here is what the Fenty looks like up close. Editing Raina here, and yes, that would be a piece of my hair stuck to the side of my face because I'm super special. I can't with myself. Okay, so that is what the Fenty looks like up close. It does have the Fenty perfumey smell, but it's not 100% bad. But if you are sensitive to smell, I would definitely smell it first in the store before you put it on, because it's kind of a perfumey smell. It's very odd. So I don't know why they put a fragrance in it, but it's a very distinguishable fragrance, and if you smell it, you will definitely know it's Fenty. So with that being said, I am going to go. I'll probably put on some lip gloss and some eyebrows and maybe some mascara just so I'm not looking totally crazy. But like I said, like I showed you before, it is 10:38 now. Pretty dead on. I mean, look, it does match my neck and my chest, so it's just because I'm a pale ass bitch. I can't help it. I was born this way. So anyway, with that being said, I am gonna go and I will be back with some check-ins, but I will see you in a second. For you, it'll be a couple hours. For me, bye. Hello everyone, I am here for my first check-in. It is 1 o'clock. I've had this on since, what, 10:30 I said? So I think it's holding up pretty well. I mean, remember, I did not set it with a powder, and I also did not set it with any setting spray. So this is what it looks like. I'm kind of loving it. Let me go stand out in the sun for a sec. I'm gonna be blinded here. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Let me know what you think so far. Hey everyone, I am back with my final check-in for day 1. I must say it held up pretty well for not being set. You can see where I was wearing my glasses, where it's worn off, and on the side of my nose, when I itched, I went like this, and it left a little crease, So you can see throughout where I've touched it as well, it's wore off. All in all, for not setting it, and it for being a and for it being a hydrating foundation, I think it's done pretty well. Especially since I've had this on since 10:30. So it is 6:39. I've had this on since 10:30, so that's what, about 8 hours you would say. Honestly, it does not look that bad, especially, like I said, it's not set and it's dewy. I think I put a little bit too much on my nose. You can see where I've rubbed it off. So let me zoom you in. Okay, you can see where it has wore off from where I was wearing my glasses and when I touched my nose. And you can see a little bit on the side where my spots are kind of peeking through a little bit, and on my chin where it looks a little bit worn off from touching, and around my mouth, and I look a little dewy here and there, but not too bad. Remember, it is not set. And then you can see on my nose where it creased and wore off when I rubbed my nose. So as you can see, it's got its little things here and there that have that are messed up, but all in all, I mean, honestly, I just tapped it mostly right back out. Okay, so for it being a hydrating foundation that I did not set, it has honestly held up quite well. Honestly, I'm not mad at it because I can't be, because I didn't set it. So tomorrow I'm gonna do it for the whole face and we are gonna set it. I don't have the Fenty setting powder, so I'm gonna use the Anastasia one that I used before. So I know how that one works. I know it's not gonna alter the color of the foundation because it's translucent. So we will definitely be giving this one a whirl again tomorrow, but we will set it. So with that being said, I am gonna go wash my face, and then I'm gonna go finish watching The Beautiful Life of Jeffree Star. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye! Hello everybody, welcome back to day 2 of the Fenty Hydrating Foundation try-on. Review. So I am going to get on this. I'm going to put the primer all over my face. I'm going to put the Fenty all over my face. I am going to apply it one side with a sponge and the other side with, on my nose, and the other side with this thing right here, this brush, because I couldn't think of the name of it. Just to see how it's going to be, and then I'm going to set it with the ABH translucent loose fitting powder. I'm gonna put on a little bit of bronzer and blush and probably some eyebrows and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna go in and do the primer, the foundation, and the powder on camera, and everything else I'll do off camera, just to save you guys some time, because I really don't want this video to be another 5-hour video like the last one. Unless you like them that long. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, I got the primer on. We've already seen how it goes on with the sponge, so let's try the brush. And just do one little pump, because that's all that comes out. And here I am, I'm gonna pick my phone up so I can see myself in my phone. That's intelligent right now, really intelligent. Okay, honestly, I don't think that's enough coverage, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. Now see, that's a better pump. I don't get this pump. I don't think I like the tube that much. Maybe I just didn't start it good enough, I don't know. I like how the brush applies it to my nose. I don't have the weirdness going on. Okay, now let's try it with the sponge. I really don't see a difference on how they apply, sponge or not. So I'm just gonna go over this side with the sponge. And there we have it, folks. And I'm gonna put just a little bit more here and a little bit more right there. Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna go in with a tidbit of Jeffree Star concealer, just right here. And now I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of powder. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the Anastasia powder. Remember, in translucent. I'm gonna zoom you in real quick just so you can see it, and then I'm gonna go and put on my bronzer and my eyebrows and everything else. So I will zoom you in first. Okay, so I do love how it looks kind of like a second skin, and actually it looks like my skin. So anyway, I am going to go. I'm gonna go put on some bronzer and all that other stuff like I already just said I was, and I will see you in a couple hours for me and a second for you. Right now, it is 10:57 in the morning. So I got started a little bit later than I did yesterday, but that's okay. I'm still gonna wear it for most of the day, so I will catch you in a second. Bye! Okay guys, I am here in my car waiting to pick my kids up at the bus stop, and I figured I'd do just a little bit of a check-in. It's actually looking pretty decent, huh? Not bad at all. I like it with the powder. So we'll see what happens towards the end of the day. I'll do a check-in in the sunlight later on in a little bit. Okay? I'll see you later. Bye. Hello! I am back for my final check-in on day 2. It is 8:28 p.m. And I must say that I'm looking a little dewy. Remember, I did set it with powder. It's not wearing off anywhere, except for on my nose where I rubbed it, because, you know, I can't stop myself. But, it held up pretty nice. It's not really creasing too much in my fine lines and wrinkles. I mean, you can see it, but I have had it on since, what, 11:30 this morning. So I must say, for a hydrating foundation on my skin, it's actually held up really well. I mean, you can see where it's kind of getting a little greasy. My oils are peeking through, but I am not mad at it because it's not breaking up off of my face. It's not breaking at all. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see how it looks. And it really didn't do too bad on my nose either where I wear my glasses, see, because, you know, I'm a blind little girl. So, let me zoom you in. Now, I did forget to do the check-in in the sun, so I do have one. I did do a check-in in my car, but I didn't do one in the sun, so I'm sorry for that. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing this one more time, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this against this. Now, the last time, I'll go into it all tomorrow, so I will see you in a couple hours for me, and it'll be a couple seconds for you. So thank you for sticking around this long, and I will see you tomorrow to test day 3. Bye! Hello everyone, today is day 3 on the Fenty review. Today I'm going to be testing the Fenty Hydrating with the Fenty Soft Matte. I have used the soft matte before, and to tell you, I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. However, the one that I did use before is the wrong shade. I went to Sephora and I got tested, and they said that this one was my shade, and I've tried it and it literally made me look like the Crypt Keeper. I know I've said that before, but it did. This is the correct shade according to this one right here. So I'm gonna try it out, but just so you can see the difference, originally they told me I was 130, which I'm not 100% certain about. Okay. That's 130. That's what it looks like on my face. It's a little yellow, right? Right. Is 120, which is the same color as the 120, 130. This is the same color as the Hydra Matte, or the Hydrating, and it is not as yellow. It is a little white, but if you look, it matches my skin, my neck. Seriously, look at the difference in the shades. 120 is the top, 130 is the bottom. I don't know why they thought 130 was my color, but anyway, I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna throw on the primer. I'm gonna prime my whole face, and then we are going to put the soft matte on this side and the hydrating on this side. And I'm gonna use a brush for both, because they do say that a brush applies it better. However, I don't have the Fenty brush. So for this side, the soft matte, I'm gonna use the JS one. And for the hydrating side, I'm gonna use the Luxie 732, which I used the other day. All right, now let me try the Filt'R, the hydrating on the other side. I'm gonna go in with the same amount I used with the other one, just a little bit. All right, now I'm just gonna go with my little damp beauty blender and blend some of this out. Only because the brushes made it look a little funky. Since I don't have to set the soft matte, I'm just gonna go into a little bit of the powder just to set my, this side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It seems to be a perfect color match. The colors seem to be perfect. So let me scooch it in real quick so you can see up close. Okay, so I'm just gonna set it with a little bit of setting powder. And now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put on some mascara, maybe some eyeliner, some bronzer, and some blush, and I will go about my day. I'll put on some lip gloss, and I will see you back in a second. It'll be a couple hours for me, so I will do a couple check-ins and see how the hydrating wears against the soft matte. Alright, I'll see you in a few. Bye! Hi, I'm back. As you can tell, I have some blush and some bronzer and some mascara on. I have to do my eyebrows still, but I just wanted to let you know that it is 11:12 a.m. I forgot to let you guys know what time it was after I did all this, so I will be back in a couple seconds to give you my first check-in, and I swear I won't look as crazy as I do now. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye! Hey everyone, I am back. It is about 1:30. And this is what it looks like in the sun. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I can tell the difference right now because I can't really see the screen on my phone. So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good? Does it look bad? I'm gonna get out of the sun so I can see it myself. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. Not bad at all. Remember, this is the matte and this is the hydrating. So I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Okay, so you can see the soft matte has wore off right there due to eating. It's a little bit wonky on my nose as usual. I don't really have too much peeking through on the side. And I'm a little bit shiny on both sides. This side seems to be just a little bit more shinier, and my nose is a little bit more wonky over here on this side as well. And I have a little bit of peeking through and some settling in my lines, but that's about it. Other than that, I think this foundation looks quite well, both sides. Okay, so I think it's held up pretty well. It is 6 o'clock. And I've had this on since, what, 10:30, 11 I think it was. So I think it held up pretty well. Both sides did, actually. So I'm definitely gonna keep using this some more. Okay, so let me know if you want me to do a video based just on the soft matte so you can see it on my whole face. And I'll compare it to the old one too, which is the wrong color. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because it would mean the world to me, and hit that notification bell down below so you know when I upload new videos. I think we're done with this one. So I'll see you on the next one.